Alright, just got done foraging for a while. Time to use these chameleons I got. Let's see what I confuse them with. Ooh, chameleon with the Taurus make a Daemon shard. Don't mind if I do. New shard. Chameleon with the Burning Soul equals Cinderbag. Ooh, new shard. But ink. I'm getting so many unique shards. Ooh, free Lapis Creeper. Let's go. If you spend your chameleons like this, you are a smooth brain idiot. But don't feel too bad, because I know a lot of people that did this. It's really easy to do it, because you combine anything with chameleon, and it says new shard, and you like, ooh, and you click it. Save the chameleon shards, please everyone. It's a Joker shard. It can be used to craft harder things. Speaking of which, what is the best way to use these? Let's find out. I've been thinking long and hard about what to use my chameleons on that would benefit me the most and save me the most time. And I narrowed it down to a couple of options. But I also learned that chameleons are kind of shit. They're not as good as they seem. And I'll explain why. The reason chameleons are kind of shit are because how a chameleon works is fusing a chameleon with a shard grants the next 3 shards from that shard's ID line as a result. Which means if, let's say, Megalith is L29, if I fuse Megalith with chameleon, I'll get L30, L31, and L32. And since Power Dragon is L30, L31, and L32, I could get Megalith, turn it into Sunfish. And boom. The issue with this is as soon as you get up to the hardest attributes at the top, it starts skipping L's, which means chameleons won't work on them. If I fuse Dodo with chameleon, I'll get L35, L36, and L37. So I can get Jormung, but I can't get Aether Drake, which might actually be worth if I could do that. And it also goes with Jormung. I can't fuse Jormung with the chameleon to get Galaxy Fish, Malthorn, or Starborn, even though it looks like you should. Admins did this intentionally, obviously, so you don't just get the hard attributes for free using chameleons. But it also limits you to, if you want to use the chameleons on the hard ones, you have to devote the hardest attributes, and it makes it pretty much not worth it. They also suck, because if you use the fusion on anything, it only gives you 1 shard instead of 2. Which just sucks because a regular fusion would give you double that. It does have a reptile bonus, which gives you a chance to get double, which is nice, but it's still only a 1 in 5, which is not very good. I wish the chameleons could be used on all these hard ones, but it might be a little bit overpowered if so it's not that big of a deal. But I did find a way to still have them save you a lot of time. You get a couple of options that are actually worth doing. First thing I think is the most worth is WARTY. WARTY was recently buffed, where it's, instead of absurd amount of Visibugs, it's just a bunch of pests and a bunch of Visibugs. Not an absurd amount, just a decent amount. Which is both kind of annoying, because I find pests to be the most annoying attribute to get. Getting a bunch of termites and praying mantises is really annoying. So I use my chameleons on this, even after the update. I think it's still worth. That's the one option. Second option is actually Hideon Box. Because shiny fish and chameleon make Hideon Box, it could be worth. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but it is an option. I did the Shulker family legit, like manually, and it wasn't even that bad, because you can use a bunch of reptiles in it to make a chance to get double. So maybe don't use it, but it is an option because shiny fish is really free to get. The next option I think is actually pretty worth it is Hideon. Hideon is really expensive, requiring 5 withers and 5 Hideon leaves for 2 Hideons. So that's a lot of wither shards you need for this. And it's a really easy fusion where you just Invisibug plus Chameleon give you Hideon. What I did personally was I maxed out WARTY with Chameleons, and with my excess, I just dumped it all in a Hideon, and boom. That's what I use my chameleons. And what I'm going to do with my excess chameleons, you can follow, is probably fish up a bunch of extra Galaxy Fish after I max out Starborn, and use Galaxy Fish with Chameleon to get Malthorn. Because Malthorn is really annoying, and it will save me a lot of Kraken shards, Power Dragon shards, and Apex Dragon shards. And that seems really worth it to me, so that's what I'm going to do. And you can follow. I would recommend 100% getting War Eater maxed, please. This one's so annoying, and it's so worth. And also, I would just get Hideon. It's probably expensive for you, because the 2 ways of getting Hideon is either buying the single Wither Shard for 1,000,000 coins each time you do M7 or F7, or buy a bunch of Vipers and Crocodiles and fuse them into Draconic, and fuse the Draconic into Wither, which is so much money. So I would just recommend using on Border Eater and then Hideon. That's my opinion. You can use your excess on either hitting box or just anything you're missing, really, that are worth it. Or you can even do what I'm doing and save, use it on get extra galaxy fish and use it for Malthorn. That seems really good for me, and that's what I'm gonna do. Don't waste these chameleons. I would just ensure you max out War Eater and Hygion with most of these. Obviously, you won't be able to max out Hygion with only chameleons because it's 48, but it will just help you waste less money on the wither shards. That's a video, short video. Just thought I would enlighten what I'm doing with my chameleon shards because I was kind of pissed. I was gonna make a rant about chameleon shards and how bad they are, but I realized they can't be good. If they're too good, then what's the point? Anyway, subscribe to join the Jimbo family, join the Discord, follow my TikTok, follow my Twitch. Have a good day. Peace.